In their production line, Taylor does not currently make a presentation series grand concert with master grade Koa back and sides and a beautiful stripy sinker redwood top. But this guitar happens to be that. It's Catch 32. We're going to tell you the rest about it, so stick around. Hey, you're watching Alamo Music TV. My name is Chris McKee.
And I'm called Cooper.
Greenberg.
Yeah.
Or the Coupe de Ville.
Yeah.
We're here with Alamo Music in San Antonio, Texas. You can find us online at alamomusic.com if you're new to the channel. Subscribe, turn on notifications, like our videos. If you want to support the channel, visit our spring store link below for custom swag. Check out our podcast. Buy stuff from us. Send us food. All of those things. You can send us money, whatever.
Or just watch the videos.
Just watch the videos.
Yeah,
share the videos with your friends. That's a great way of supporting us. So today, we've got another Catch guitar. We've showcased them on this channel. If you're not familiar with what a Catch guitar is, it's Taylor's preeminent NAMM event, where they show a bunch of custom guitars that are extravagant, oftentimes very limited in number, have unique features that are available only at the event, and as dealers, we get a chance to go eat fantastic food, like the best paella I think I've ever had, peruse these guitars, bid on them for the chance to either get the guitar on display or have one like it built. And so we've had the fortunate aspect to go and partake of the food, hang out with the great people at Taylor, and get some great guitars to show and sell to you guys. So this is a Catch 32.
Catch 32, and was kind of the crown jewel of the show, I believe. A lot of really unique stuff that's kind of experimental. If you saw our video that we put out right before this, there's a very cool walnut guitar that's a little, just different than what you would typically see with the tone woods and the inlays and all that stuff. Then there is kind of, this is what Taylor does best, kicked up to 11.
It goes to 11.
And this one definitely goes to 11. Actually goes to 12 fret.
Yep.
Am I right?
Yeah,
there we
you
go. So Catch 32, this is basically PS12, CE12 fret?
Yeah, it's a lot like having a presentation series, like a PS12 with sinker, Redwood, and master grade Koa. It's just...
Oh, yeah. That's master grade Koa right there.
That is master grade. That is, as we like to say, better than 90s Koa.
Yeah, better than the 90s. The 90s are coming back in a big way.
Yeah.
But yeah, this thing is pretty sweet. There's only 10 made of this guitar. So some of the Catch guitars, they make as many as dealers want to order. So some that we've gotten, they might sell 5, they might sell
they build to order
30, but they're going to build as many as demand would allow. This probably had the highest demand of the show.
Probably.
And they only committed to making 10. There are 10 of these out there, and we have one of them, and it's awesome.
And you know why there's only 10?
Because there's not much of that wood going around.
That's it, yeah. I mean, you can make as many guitars as you want when it comes to like special appointments or inlay. Oftentimes when they're limited, the limiting factor is the wood. There's not a whole lot of master grade Koa. And here's a little inside secret for you.
I'm sorry. Go on.
You'll often find, you're just getting all emotional about this guitar.
Yeah, I love this thing.
So here's an inside tip for you, though. If you do like really, really figured wood, you often find some of the most figured wood on smaller body guitars. Because sometimes, and we dealt with this when we were speccing out guitars at the factory, you'll get, there's a lot of oak in the air, you'll get some really nice wood that you want to do something with, but the template for the body shape won't work because either the piece just isn't big enough or around the perimeters, it doesn't work and that part would have to be cut away. And so when you're dealing with a smaller body guitar, that means pieces that wouldn't have worked on a GA that were just spectacular will work on this. So
yeah, so the Koa is impeccable, extremely tight and very uniform flame. That back, it's awesome.
Well, and so another thing I've talked to people about, it's not just the flame that's uniform, it's also the grain. So sometimes you'll see very, very figured wood, but the grain kind of goes all over the place. Master grade Koa to me is beautiful coloration, straight grain, wild flame. It's like, it's everything. It's the
ticks
claw.
all the boxes. So the thing is, though, that's an incredible sinker top as well. Chris and I were talking about it before. His custom it looks totally different than this.
Yeah.
The sinker that you'll see on the 50th anniversary Builders 814s is going to look way different than this. But this is like heavily striped, very cool colored sinker. It's awesome.
Very similar to the kind of top we picked for that Bacote
Yeah.
guitar that we picked out at the factory, which is chocolatey. Yeah, I love the stripiness that's there. And, you know, it speaks to what this wood has gone through. Very old redwood, cut down, sent to the sawmill way back when, sank to the bottom, and just got saturated with mineral deposits as it effectively mummified the bottom of the river.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. That's why it's called sinker, by the way, in case you didn't know. And so, yeah, whenever you see those dark striations, it's really cool. It's partly what was there in the tree and partly what happened over time.
Bathed in abalone.
Bathed, I like that.
Bathed
Frosted.
in abalone. Now, the tone of this guitar. What should they expect going into the demo with this wood pairing?
How about we let them listen to the demo,
And they'll tell you what you heard.
They'll draw their own conclusions, and then we'll either confirm or correct them. How's that?
Cool.
Let's listen. All right, so there you have it. This beautiful, kind of presentation-esque custom Grand Concert 12 fret. Beautiful master grade Koa, stripy sinker redwood top, and really nice appointments. I love it's kind of 900 series appointments on the top. It's the abalone, ebony, Koa, which is always a really nice combination, and the Nouveau inlay. It's a really beautiful guitar. So you heard Cooper play it. Tone-wise, curious what you heard, let me know in the comments. Here's what I'll tell you about this wood. And by the way, this is a nice provisor of just understanding how tops work with back and sides of different stuff. Koa is known to have kind of a blend between what you'd expect from East Indian rosewood and mahogany, which means it has some of the nice warm mid-range that rosewood lacks, but it has more bass than what you would typically hear from mahogany, and it has overtones that are typically lacking from mahogany, which is a very dry sound. It doesn't have as many overtones as East Indian rosewood does, and so I always think of it as kind of like sitting in between those. You get some overtones, you get some nice more mid-range, you get some bass, and typically people experience it opens up to the low mid over time, and that bass section kind of grows. It doesn't have as much brightness as what you would experience with rosewood, So it's a really nice warm mid to low mid sounding guitar with overtones. When you put a softer top on a tone wood like that, you accentuate overtones. So whether this was cedar or in this case, really beautiful Sinker Redwood, what you're going to do is accentuate the overtones. And so playing this, it's already a 12 fret. It's a small body. It's very, very responsive to the touch. And the fact that it's got this soft top and this combination of tone woods means that all of the notes bloom and you have this kind of wonderful reverberation in the guitar almost. So
I think, yeah. So it's grand concert. The big thing for me is everybody's always surprised playing a Taylor grand concert how big the sound is. Like with the 12 fret too, it just has this real nice push to it that I think a lot of people don't expect because it's a smaller body guitar.
Well, and because it's a 12 fret, the bridge is moved.
That bridge down.
And I heard, I forget who it was. Someone was talking about, I think it was Martin Simpson, and the example that he made of a 12 fret is it's like jumping in a trampoline. If you want the most power back up, you jump in the middle, not toward the edge of the trampoline.
Yeah.
And that's basically from a physics standpoint how this is working, with it being closer to the middle of the top. It's already moving it more. It's a smaller body guitar, so you require less energy to move it. And so, yeah, if you play with a light touch, if you're not trying to, acoustically fight a banjo player, grand concerts are like the jam.
They rock. Yeah, I think this is the type of guitar with the sound and the look of it. It is very at home in that like listening room, concert hall. This is a Carnegie Hall guitar right here. But yeah, seriously, it's like sitting in a room like I was where it's silent in here and just kind of hearing all the extras from the overtones and just kind of the built-in reverb. It's a really, really satisfying guitar to play, and it absolutely looks the part because it is gorgeous.
Guitars like this to me sound like they have built-in effects.
Yeah.
Like you've brought a reverb pedal along with you. That's kind
It's
of
a transacoustic, I think. Yeah.
But that's the way it acts. So it looks beautiful and it absolutely sounds beautiful. And there's only 10 of them.
There's only 10, and it's very expensive.
How expensive is a Cooper?
You're going to want to check the website.
How affordable is it?
This is not an affordable guitar, and I mean, it is for some people.
Yeah, it's all relative.
Everything's affordable for somebody, I guess. This is definitely a premium, very, very high-end guitar, and I think it is at the same price that I think Taylor just raised their presentation series to.
I think so. Well, it's 12 grand.
It's 12 grand. But I'm pretty sure the prices on the presentations went up to somewhere around there. So if you're in the market for a presentation series, I would highly recommend looking at something like this because it ticks some of the same boxes, a lot of the same boxes, but the wood that you're getting on this is much rarer.
Pretty rare.
The guitar itself is just a rare guitar.
For context, we have a presentation series coming in. That's a 50th anniversary one that's currently available for pre-order on our website. That's all master grade Koa with a matching amp. That's $20,000. So This is a bargain.
Yes. This is definitely a very select high-end heirloom piece.
Yeah.
But luckily, it sounds that way too. It doesn't just look that way, So this will be a really, really nice guitar to have in your family for the rest of the days of your bloodline. It will sound better and better and better.
It will be the thing of stories and legend.
Yeah.
I love this. I like the blue that's in there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Very cool guitar. It's available on our website. We have one. We're only ever going to have one, and there will only ever be 10 in the world. So come and get it.
You got to work on like the Jeremy Clarkson in the world.
In a world where Koa isn't as nice as it used to be. One guitar shows
Bucks
you.
the trend.
Yeah.
So our website is
alamomusic.com. And if you like doing what we do and going on guitar websites and looking at a bunch of cool stuff, there's some very cool catch guitars that we have not shown you yet. There's some like the one that we released very recently that we have shown you, but there's still a couple more that are coming. This by far is the pinnacle of the Sinker, the pinnacle of the Koa, and like I said, kind of the crown jewel of the whole show. So yeah, check out some photography of this. No matter what, Flame Koa looks better in person. It's going to look amazing on the photos, and it looks great on the video. Seeing it in person is very, very striking.
Yeah.
So if you want to see more photos and say, hey, let me see a real close-up of the knobs on the ES2, we'll send it to you. Just ask. We'll send you any pictures that you want of this guitar.
Yeah. And if you like listening to, or people talk about guitars, witty banter, or you just want to hear Cooper play as you work throughout the day, make sure you subscribe to our website, turn on notifications, like our videos, and let us know what you think about this beauty in our comments below. As always, we appreciate you watching and supporting us, and we will see you next time.